going on? What's going on? What it is, people? This look, listen. I did the review. You've seen the review, and now I'm about to do. Like in the middle of the review, I was talking about these gloves right here, and it made me remember that I didn't never do no video talking about my fz07, man. Like how I ended up with fz09. It's because of fz07. So what happened was I bought a bike in 2016, brand new fz07. I was so happy with it. It was the best thing in the freaking world. Was it? I think I bought I think I bought the fz07 in 2015, which was the new 2016 bike or whatever, right? So I was feeling like all extra excited about it. It was my first official, like if I remember correctly, the fz07 is 749 cc's, right? It was important for me to buy a bike that was more than 600 cc's because I had a GS500, and I'm gonna do another story. I'm gonna do another video about my GS500 because I'm just gonna talk about all my bikes. So the GS500 had like some bad stuff happen to the GS500, so I had to get me an fz07. This fz07 I had for probably, I want to say I had it for like a year. I had it a year. I met so many different people on there. Shout out to my boy G, my boy Phil. Let me see, my boy Phil. Oh, my boy J5. All these people, and Brian, just punk ass. All these people met me when I had my fz07. I was a hard east side rider. All I did was pull up at QT and rode and did the great race to BP with folks all the time. Like we had a very good time. We went to the horse park. I went to a lot of street soldiers. I went to a street soldier event. I was having a ball with that bike, right? I wanted to flash it and stuff like that. And one night, I was like practicing these new tricks, right? I got off work. It probably was like, it was 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Got off work pretty early. Sun was shining and stuff like that. It was Halloween. It was, well, close to Halloween. We was about to do a Halloween ride the next day. So, you know what I mean? Your boy went out, got his costume. I was ready. We was about to do a mob ride from Georgia to Alabama. Like, it was gonna be stupid deep. It was already lined up to have like 200 plus bikes, and people was gonna ride from the city to Alabama, and I was planning on staying in Alabama for the mob ride. I was like, man, this is gonna be so great. Halloween, I'm gonna have my costume on. It wasn't too cold. It was more so warm than cold. Which, man, I was working on this one trick where I stand on the side of the bike and I gassed it, and like I was just, you know what I'm saying, just having a good time. I was learning how to wheelie on it. I had been practicing with my boy Phil on doing the wheelies, and everything was going so well with the bike. And after I left my little practice spot where I was practicing my little tricks at, I was like, oh man, this is it. I got it. I'm gonna show everybody this trick. They're gonna be like, bro, that's crazy. Cause I had just got down standing on my tank, like standing up on my tank and pointing, like, you know what I mean, like doing all that stuff. I was wilding. In the fz07, I got so used to the throttle that I knew where the bike was gonna be at, and it was a solid bike for me. And it had just enough power for me. It wasn't too much, but it still had enough juice to hang out with my boys with they you know, Gixxer 600s and they R6s, and my boy had a Honda 500, and we was having so much fun on that bike. And I got on the road, and I was like, I called my boy Phil. I was like, hey bro, I'm about to pull up at QT. We're gonna chill, we're gonna talk. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all about this new trick I've been practicing. It's, oh man, y'all gonna be like, man, this is so crazy. And it's like, I don't wanna wild out on the way there. So I'm riding, you know, chilling, doing the speed limit. I was doing like 45, and I was sitting right next to the MARTA bus, like, you know, MARTA bus on the right of me, I'm in the left lane, and we're just chilling. And I got the green light, and this guy was on the phone. He was like, I seen him when he was on the phone, and I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully he doesn't pull in front of me, because like I got the green light, and like I got the MARTA bus on the side of me. I'm like, I'm straight. Well, the MARTA bus stops, and the guy decides to pull directly in front of me. I'm going like 45, I got the green light or whatever, and the dude hit me. Like, he didn't stop, and I ran straight smack to the side of him. Like, I tried to slow down. I remember I didn't use my back brake because I didn't want to slide, so I was holding my front brake. I'm trying to slow myself down, and at the same time, so I'm standing up like this, and I'm downshifting, and I'm like, oh my god, you know what I mean? I'm downshifting, I'm using my little clutch, and I was like, bruh, like, this is not gonna work. I stood up, and boom, hit the side of it. I flew across the intersection. As I'm sitting on the ground, I'm like, I had two thoughts in my mind. What the fuck? And I gotta get the tag. Now, I got my Cena on the side, so I pressed my Cena. I got the 10C, so I'm pressing the Cena so I can like record the tag. As I'm rolling over, I have a person run over to me. He says, are you alright? I'm telling the dude, I said, hey bro, get the dude in the yellow Honda to, you know what I mean, get his tag, because he kept going. When I hit his car, he kept going. And the dude says to me, he says, oh, it was me. I'm sorry, bro. I was on the phone. My bad. I'm so sorry. And like, I was like, what? And I was like, get away from me, right? I'm like, bro, get the hell away from me. The cop, if there's a cop that I passed, the cop saw me. The cop seen everything. Matter of fact, the cop was sitting across in the parking lot. He seen the whole thing play out. The cop was like, man, get in your car, sit in there, and wait. You know what I mean? Like, the cop was so mad. He was like, what the hell? So, as I'm sitting on the ground, the cop like, hey, oh man, like, are you okay? How many fingers am I holding out? He did the whole finger thing. And then I was like, you got 4, bro, what the hell? He was like, I know. Oh man. So, it's like, anything hurt. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I freaking hit my balls on the bike. When the bike hit the car and I was flying off, my balls hit the handlebars as I'm flying off. So I'm in pain laying on the ground, like, oh my god, you know? So the cop's like, yeah man, I was like, hey listen, you not touching my balls. Ain't nobody touching my balls. Call the ambulance. So the cop was like, you know, the ambulance on the way. The ambulance got there. I'm still laying on the ground. Ambulance get there. They're like, hey, what's wrong with it? And of course, with anytime something happens to a motorcycle rider, the first thing they want to do is take your helmet off and your clothes. I don't know why they want to cut all things off. So I said, no. Don't cut my helmet. I need this helmet. I had my blue helmet on. I don't know if you can see that, but I had my speeding strip blue helmet, and I took it off, and I'm sitting there. I said, well, don't worry about my clothes. So I'm opening up my jacket, and they went and got the gurney, and they're like, what's wrong? You know what I mean? I was like, I hit my balls flying off the bike, okay? And I am in severe pain right now, and my balls is just like telling me right now something is wrong. And the paramedic guy was like, okay, he put on his, I seen him when he put on his little glove. He was like, all right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and check your ball. I said, no. You're not checking my balls. And then he was like, well, okay, I got a female here. Come on over. She comes over with her little gloves on. She putting her gloves on. I said, no. You're not touching my balls because I don't even know you. I don't know your last name. You ain't take me on a date. Ain't nobody checking my balls. Get me to the hospital and let the doctors check on my balls, right? So everybody, everybody busting out laughing like, man, listen, we got to make sure that your balls is good. I said, well, just give it to the hospital so they can check my balls and we be good from there. it really, I'm like, how's my bike? The cop was like, everything hurt on you right now, and I mean your balls hurt right now, and you worried about the bike. Yes, is the bike salvageable? What is going on with my bike? Now mind you, I had every light on my bike. I had a 30 light kit on my bike, and I had it on all the time. Now they tell you can't ride with blue, but I had blue, purple, green, red, white, all these colors in there. It wasn't strobe, all of them was on, right? And I'm looking over at the guy, I said, how the hell, right? So they put me in the back of the ambulance. I text my mom. I took a picture, and then I text my mom, I'm going to the hospital. And then I called her, and she didn't pick up. And I was sitting there in the back of the ambulance, like, oh, man. Now mind you, in 2013, I had a really terrible accident. It was on April 1st. It was really bad. I already talked about how, like, my first bike went down the drain. And now, this is my third bike, and I just got hit off of it. When I tell you, that was another low point in my life. I'm like, bro, I just got this bike. I done had this bike for like a year. What am I doing wrong, man? Like, I got my reflective jacket on. I had a blue reflective built jacket. It was really big, bright blue. I got my blue helmet on with my Cena that's blinking blue, and like, bruh, how? I got lights all over my bike. Like, how did you even do this? So I get to the hospital, you know, of course they do the whole 9, they check my ball. Okay. They found out that there was nothing wrong with my balls other than the fact that they were swollen. So you know, your boy had to walk around with ice on his balls, whatever. I called my insurance people. They was like, don't worry about it, we're gonna, you know, do this thing called subjugate. I had State Farm, and they was like, we're gonna subjugate it, don't even worry about any of that. And then I called my attorney. My attorney was like, don't worry, we're gonna get all this set up, we have this going on, whatever. They was like, but you gotta go to the court case. So you know, some months went by, and I had broke down, and I ended up being in the worst bike depression that you can have. You know, that depression you get when you don't have your bike and you can't ride out any of the stress of losing your bike because your bike's gone. State Farm had crushed my bike. Anytime you get into any type of accident with State Farm, they end up crushing your bike. They crushed my bike, and I went to the court case. The court case, basically the guy showed up, was like trying to get the case thrown out under something that he was like, oh, he was speeding. They was like, the cop said that there was no speeding going on. You got a failure to yield. You got a ticket. Yeah. He was like, what? And the prosecutor was like, no, why would we throw this out and you hit somebody off of their vehicle? You understand that you hit a human being off of their motorcycle while you was on the phone. And the guy, he was just like, so it was like a $350 ticket, and that hit me. I was like, my life is only worth $350, like. But you know, like I always tell people, you know, when you go to these intersections, man, you really gotta be on guard. You can't trust no cars. They always say the thing that's always gonna happen to you is gonna happen to you at an intersection, not the highway, not a road, not like a dirt road or anything like that. It's always gonna be at an intersection, man. And Joe was just crazy, man. I had all the stuff that you needed to be safe, and still people in the cars just didn't pay attention to me, man. I like to tell everybody, just ride a safe ride and be on guard at every intersection. That's what happened to my fz07. As always, it's your boy, it's Mr. 20 West. I'm blessed to be here, man. Nothing but positivity and love and light, man. Check out my Viking bag review. Check out my Viking gloves review. Check out my freaking Viking jacket review. your boy's out here, man. I'm telling you, man. I ain't got time for foolishness no more.